Cyclist 1222 here. I just arrived at my local park and I want to show you a little piece of equipment that I picked up a few months ago. I've been using it here and there, and it's the Energizer solar crank light, and I think this light would have lots of good uses: hiking, camping, even cycle touring. And you can see I have the solar panel up. If you're traveling on a bicycle, you have that on the outside of your bike like that, and it'll charge. As you can see, it's got a little Carabineer clip on there. Okay, so you can hang it from your tent, or hang it from a tree, or hang it anywhere that you need to use it. So it's kind of nifty and handy. It's relatively a sturdy product. I did leave it out in the rain. I had it on my back deck so it would get a good charge in the sun, and it rained out pretty good. And I'm not quite sure that this is supposed to be water resistant at all. The packaging didn't say it all, but I just dried it off and it was fine. It worked fine, so it didn't harm it sitting out in the rain. It's not too overly big, it's not overly heavy or anything like that, so it would be easy to carry. If you're backpacking, you could strap it onto your backpack and let it charge. Not going to be your primary light, not going to be your primary light for bicycling at night or anything at night. It gives out a fairly decent bright light. The packaging said it's rated at 13 lumens. It seems to be brighter than that to me, and it stays fairly bright for a long period of time. Okay, I'm going to put this down here on the table, see if I can set my camera up without any tricky editing. I think I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. So it doesn't take much to charge this. The paperwork says if you turn the crank, which is very easy to do, for about 10 minutes you'll get about a half hour of light, which is respectable. Now, I've left this out in the sun all day long for a full day of sun, maybe about 8 hours or so, and I put it on at night and just left it on, and I got more than 3 hours of good light out of it for just that one initial charge. And the funny thing about it is that it stayed very dim for a long time after that 3-hour period. Not a bright light, just a very dim light, but it still gave you some emergency light, and it did that for hours and hours and hours. I don't remember how long, but that was pretty impressive. I emailed Energizer and asked them about overcharging by either leaving it in the sun or winding it, and they said you're really not going to overcharge it unless you leave it in the sun, strong sun, for many days in a row, or continually crank it all day long. But other than that, there's no chance of it overcharging. I like the orange color for an emergency type light. Makes it easy to find if you have it in your pannier or in your backpack, on the floor in your tent or whatever. It would be easy to find. And it does give off a good amount of light. Like I said, I think it seems to be more than 13 lumens. So probably a good backup light to have while you're cycling. Could possibly be used, you could strap it to the front of your bike and use it, or hold it in your hand, or however you want to do it, for some emergency light at night if your primary bicycle light craps out on you. This rubber piece in the front comes right off, So if you want to clean off your lens a little bit better, you can do that. The rubber trim in the front, it's yellowed a little bit in the front from leaving it in the sun and charging it. This charges best in direct sun. If you put it in your window at your home, remember most home windows have some kind of UV protection in them, so you don't get as much energy from the sun as if you had it outside in the direct sunlight. So it's going to charge better in direct sunlight than it would in your car windshield or in your home window. I find that definitely to be the case. Very easy to wind, and I think it's a great product. The Energizer solar crank light. Oh, and I got this on clearance. That's another reason why I like this light. This light, it usually runs about 17, 18 bucks. I've even seen it for more. I've seen it for well over 20. I got this at clearance at Target for 8 bucks. And that's why I got it. Would I have paid 18 for it? Maybe not. But I thought it was a good buy for $8. And I've had it for probably maybe, I don't know, about 6 months now. And I've been using it around the house and have had no problems with it. And now that my hand is doing a little bit better, I'm getting ready to either take a little overnighter or a couple night camping hiking trip with my son. I'm going to take this with me and get some more use out of it. Okay, Cyclist 1222. Talk to you next time.